Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Matthew, your librarian. Today it's story time. I'm going to read you a real cute book called Charlie and the Curious Club, Candy or Medicine. It's Red Ribbon Week this week, and I thought this book would be appropriate. I want you to listen to this book and learn something from it, okay? Charlie and the Curious Club, Candy or Medicine by Erainna, Winnett. Charlie McCloud was curious by nature. Even ordinary things like regular old apples sent his wheels a-spinning. What makes some apples red and others green? Does eating one a day really keep the doctor away? Charlie crunched down to the core. Puh! He spit out a round seed onto the table. Hey, Mom, if I planted this, would an apple tree grow? Mom smiled. Sounds like an investigation for the Curious Club. Charlie pumped his fist. Sure does. I'm going to call Dylan for a special meeting. Charlie scooped up 3 apples from the basket and headed outside to the treehouse. Dylan arrived minutes later. Got right to work investigating. Look at the shape of the seeds, he said. Neat, said Charlie, but I haven't figured out whether or not apples are like medicine and can really keep the doctor away. Want to help me look in this book? Sure. Dylan reached to take the book from Charlie's hand when a loud thud stopped them both. What was that? Asked Charlie. The boys peered out and saw a moving truck pull in next door. A lady with tight gray curls stepped out, and sitting on her shoulder was a parrot. We can investigate apples and doctors later, Charlie stated. Right now, the Curious Club has to find out about our new neighbor and her pet parrot. Yeah, claimed Dylan. Why doesn't it just fly away? The boys ran inside to ask Mrs. McCloud if they could meet the new neighbor and learn more about her unusual pet. Sure, said Mrs. McCloud. I've already met Ms. Shirley. She seems very nice. The ding-dong of the doorbell was followed by a loud caw, caw. Pierre, shh, said the gray-haired lady as she opened the front door. Good afternoon. I'm Miss Shirley, and this noisy guy is Pierre. Come on in. As Charlie entered the living room, new questions flooded his mind. There were so many things he'd never seen before. What should he investigate first? Caw, caw. Pierre squawked, reminded Charlie of their first mission. Miss Shirley, why doesn't Pierre fly away? Miss Shirley reached for Pierre as she sat on the sofa. His wing is clipped, see? Dylan took notes in the Curious Club journal and made a sketch of Pierre's clipped wing. Miss Shirley asked what Dylan was doing. Charlie explained all about the Curious Club, and that gave him an idea. I know, Pierre can be the 3rd member of our club. Caw, caw, Pierre squawked and flapped his wings. I guess he approves. Miss Shirley laughed. Would you boys like some lemonade? Both boys nodded, and Miss Shirley headed to the kitchen. Charlie wandered around the room. Look at all the stuff. Dylan picked up an old-looking gadget. Charlie spotted a colorful trinket on the table. I think there's a new kind of candy over here, Charlie whispered. Do you think the red ones are strawberry or cherry? That's a strange-looking dish, at Dylan. What do you suppose the letters mean? Sounds like an investigation for the Curious Club, Charlie exclaimed. Caw, caw. Pierre hurried his way to the table. Why is he pecking like that? Charlie asked. Dylan shrugged. Maybe it's his candy. Let's take some candies back to the treehouse anyway. We can taste them there. Did someone say candies? I love candies. Miss Shirley entered with a tray of lemonade, but nearly dropped it when she saw what the boys were investigating. Oh dear, that's not candy. That's medication in my special container. It has exactly the right amount that I need to take each day. So that's what the letters are for, Dylan said. Pierre was trying to warn us, Charlie added. Being curious is a good thing, boys, but curiosity without caution is dangerous. Do you know what happens if you take too much medicine or if you take the wrong kind? Something bad, Charlie guessed. Look here in this poison safety book, said Miss Shirley. Charlie read out loud. Tummy aches, vomiting, a visit to the hospital. Oh no, this is something the Curious Club needs to know more about right now. May we borrow this? Of course, replied Miss Shirley. On one condition, whatever you learn, the Curious Club must share with other children. While they studied the poison safety book and munched on apples, they kept the doctor away and made a new pledge for the Curious Club. All for one and one for all, we explore things big and small, but before we touch or smell or taste, we ask a grown-up if it's safe. Caw, caw. And later, they kept their promise to share all they learned with kids like you. Let's see what they learned. Hey kids, stay safe by staying out of off-limit cupboards and respecting your parents' rules for safety. Not dumping out or mixing any liquids, medicines, or food products. Never assuming anything is candy. And asking a grown-up before you touch, smell, taste, or drink something new or unusual. Now, isn't that good advice? You want to be very careful. Sometimes things may look like candy, but they're not. They're medicine, and they can hurt you. If your mom or dad gives you medicine when you're sick, that's fine. But don't take things on your own. It can be very dangerous. Okay, well, stay safe. And until I see you again, keep reading.